Hey, this right here is one of my favorite instruments in the world in terms of the way it sounds and that, bro. I don't even know what to call it. An African flute, bro. You guys know a staple instrument within the Gambian sound for sure.
Nyancho.
Culturally and modern.
Mansakilo jamano man dunia bang. Anasa menka buka dunia.
Yeah, Beanie Momsa, even Suneke have a release video, bit Wahu Darasa. Just from the visuals, you already know what going. So is this aimed at the president then? Wallan. Hey, Mr. Barrow, come to the front. You know, when can't see kind of in you wahala. You get me? Chat to them, man. Oh, wait a minute. I think it is, bro. Because you got the podium, you got the mics or whatever, and that, bro. The kaftan with the two officers right beside him, and that, bro. You got officer in command. Chat to them. Let's go.
Mansakilo jamano man dunia bang. Anasa menka buka dunia bang. Mansakilo jamano man dunia bang.
Bro, that I don't even know how it does. Go. I don't know I don't know how he does it, but it sounds cold every single time. And that, bro, one of the best ad libs in the game. Crazy sorry. See, because there's certain things that I haven't seen within Gambia in a long time. So when I'm reacting to these music videos, I'm listening, but then when I see something, I'm like, oh, and it like triggers a memory and that, bro. This is crazy. So this is what happens when you speak the truth and powerful people don't like it and that, bro. They'll silence you, man. So the song basically is called Wulolu, basically meaning liars or whatever. And Gambia has been going through quite a treacherous time right now. Through social media or through people that I talk to, but they say every single day another person is dying. And I use the example that there's a lot of Jamaicans in the Gambia. Even my mom, she's currently in Gambia, but she's full Jamaican. So I'm half Gambian, half Jamaican. And my mom lives in Gambia, even though she's full Jamaican. Why? Because Jamaica is a very dangerous place and that, bro. Even though it's a beautiful country with beautiful people, it's influenced the world. It's a very dangerous place at the end of the day. So that's why you'll see a lot of Jamaicans go to African countries and go to places like the Gambia because they're more peaceful. But in now, it seems like every other day and that, bro, the crimes are getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And we also had the other situation just the other day with the electricity and the water, and it still goes on. Even though it got to a very bad point to where electricity was going off at 13 hours, 24 hours, doesn't even mean that it's good. Like in 2026, electricity really shouldn't even be going off like that. In the UK, I think there's probably been, since I've been back in the UK here since 2014, there might have been like 2 blackouts, not even blackouts and that, but just times where electricity just went off, but it'll be like for like 2 minutes, 5 minutes or whatever, and then it will get back running. So imagine that, bro, in over 10 decades, in over a decade and that, bro, just 2 times and that, bro, for like 2 or 5 minutes. But Gambia is a constant thing. Same thing with water, where you'll have to put water in like a big water barrel and that, bro, just in case, or have a well, you know what I mean? Wi-Fi as well, highly expensive and that, bro, and it doesn't even work that efficiently at the same time. And then when people want to talk about it, they get silenced and that. You get what I'm trying to say? Kind of like Mr. Jammeh, bro. Mr. Jammeh did a lot of good for the Gambia and that, bro. But when it was getting bad and when people started to criticize him about certain things and people wanted to change in that, bro, what happened? You know what I mean? You can go do your research and that, fam. You know? Just in case he's watching this video right now, fam. You know what I mean? I like how he said that, bro. Like this small country. I like how Gambians or just Africans put things in that, bro. Like, man, this small country and that, I'm like, it blows my mind that it's going through what it's going through. You know what I mean? Like, you'd expect this in America, where the country is absolutely massive and there's multiple states and da. Nah, this little small country and that, it's like we can't even get things right. No, kimo Muhammad na dengue, yeah, kimo na fa stress. Ki fogo man sa mungi hold camera bisa. Ni munge hall comme ça si body camera bi wane kuma foguma ne munge hall camera bi hamalu ne kasi bit earpiece and bi de why momo kai he's in very very deep thought on that but momo si benen stress you get me
Alayal fralo go jalo na jamem balu bederi la jamem kutubole ka foti ata chojol fanal bederi be urba
man said it's like a drama and that you'd think it's a movie a sitcom and that a series man
saro nimingo kurukuru jambo alama alayal fralo go jalo na jamem balu bederi la jamem kutubole ka foti ata chojol fanal bederi be urba tensanda banko be kasaro adisol
oh, he's going to everyone, bro. He's talking about the judges. He's about to mention.
Chojol fanal bederi be urba tensanda banko be kasaro adisol ko tala petaro rim birinja wala jamano na sabis mano be do ko la kane kabi mam bunjangolono kari killing kari fula minister bunjambalo office kono si ba kense luwo la ka chepelu pempe kari wo kara ko lifo.
That's one thing about Nyancho. He'll still dance. He'll still give you vibes, even if he's talking about real ish and that, man. Chat to them. But yeah, right there, he was basically just talking about the infrastructure, bro. Like, there's certain things, like, obviously, you want to see progress. I always have this term that I got from a YouTuber that I watch called Chevin Salmon, and he always says slow motion is better than no motion. So as long as you're better than yesterday, whether it's 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%, at the end of the day, you're progressing in that, bro. You're progressing as a human being because you're better than you were yesterday. When Nyancho's basically saying in these times, there's certain things from like 2010 times and 2015 to 2026, there's certain things that should have been in place within the Gambia and it's still not here, bro. Like, what's going on type of thing? Asking the question. So you see where he just did the move and that, bro. That move right there. Exactly. So it makes sense. So what do you think? Like, when you're a powerful man, what do you think a powerful man does? They make money, and what do they do with that money? And they attract females. And what do they do with those females? Exactly. So that's why he just did that right there. And then peng it's not even a word in that, bro. You know how you kind of like say, comes out like how the Wolof will say, comes out I'm called Daj, or like I nailed her. Exactly. Kind of like that, bro. You get me? But peng isn't like a real word. But obviously it explains the action basically. You get No, Gambia more tanga boy. God damn, you guys couldn't wipe his face on Nyancho. You didn't wipe your face before you did this thing, bro. But at the same time, he's talking about struggle, and this is the struggle that you go through when you're in Gambia and that, bro. Just complete hotness, sweat, bro. You know what I mean? You look like you're just taking a shower. And honestly, bro, just because Gambia as well isn't as developed as certain countries, all politicians do this, bro. It's not different. Trump isn't different. What do you call it? The prime minister within the UK isn't different. The flipping royal family and that, politicians are all the same, bro. Politicians are all the flipping same everywhere. They tell lies so that they can get into power and then they push their own agenda. You know what I mean? The only person that I can say is the president of Burkina Faso in recent times, who I really saw has like great admiration and a willingness to do good by his people. That's probably the only example that I can have of recent times. And even Jammeh, to be honest, even though it went very bad, and that's one thing that people don't realize. Like, people remember the good times with Jammeh, but it also got very, very bad as well. Very, very bad. You know what I mean? But he did a lot of good for the country. Definitely did a better job in terms of the goodness that he did, better than Barrow, 100%. But all politicians do this at the same time. But that's what he's saying, and that, like, these politicians are saying they'll do this and they'll do that, and they're saying a lot of different things, but at the end of the day, they're playing me in that review. You know what I mean? Where is this? I was gonna say, is this the road that goes from Serekunda to Westfield? But no, that's a had, but it looks like it's too close together in that film. I don't think so. But I forgot. The thing is though, if you drop me in Gambia right now, I'd be able to get around. But at the same time, it's like when I see things on video, it's like, I don't know where that is. It could be.
buno mansaya karafole mu na karte di la jikole mu na janton koy la dunole mu ni tamano ko kata je dole mu foraya
like if you can't do the job, bro, move aside and let someone else do it.
mansaya karafole mu na karte di la jikole mu na janton koy la dunole mu ni tamano ko kata je dole mu foraya kamole mu sanji sabo fela nata ke sanji tang ila maralo kole ya kono banko kodo kasaro ba kono mama nyolu ta janne ma enjoy for fata bata kono fana be pamon na janne limma ulimbe fala bata kono kole ya sawo san toli ba kono sanju male banko be fadin na forsina la nyibunya mbali kono mansakili.
Hold on, bro. I have goosebumps, bro. Like my skin, bro. I can feel. Oh, you know, called Nyancho. Man's talking, man. Shout to them.
Okay.
Bro, I literally have goosebumps, bro, as he's talking and that, fam.
mansaya karafole mu na karte di la jikole mu na janton koy la dunole mu ni tamano ko kata je dole mu foraya kamole mu sanji sabo fela nata ke sanji tang ila maralo kole ya kono banko kodo kasaro ba kono mama nyolu.
Now he's talking about the funds and that, bro, because sometimes the funds do be going in like foolish places and that, bro. Like, for example, Gambia recently built a big road and that, bro. And even when they built the big road, they didn't build it properly. So come say yengis tali Warhammed after them from Senegambia all the way to Turntable. For some tali bobunono. Come say I see UK, while I see any European countries, they'll give for some tali bobunono just on a regular road and that, bro. For us, that's what you call a motorway. So let me. Okay, so this is like a very long road within the UK and that, a place called Seacroft. So as you can see, this place right here, it has 3 different lanes and that. But as you can see, there's multiple traffic lights. So I just typed this in or whatever. And I said, how long is the distance from Senegambia to Turntable? And it said 8 to 9 miles, about 13 to 15 kilometers. And I don't think there is one traffic light. When I was there in 2023, there was no traffic lights whatsoever. Recently, I saw like a zebra crossing, but that is not enough, bro. Because that's what I'm saying. You can't put a 3-lane road in a place like that that is so busy and that, bro, with no traffic lights, no zebra crossings, no place for people to cross safely. So of course people died in that, bro, because flipping drivers are just going to see that as a way to go 50,000 miles and that, bro, and go very fast. There's no traffic lights. There's no, you get what I'm trying to say? There's no actual system in place to dictate what happens on that road. It's just pure chaos in that, fam. So in the UK, for example, or just any European country, where you see 3 lanes, is going to be, there's going to be a system in place so that you're going to see traffic lights. So you see the traffic lights right there. Then you go up again, there's even more traffic lights in that, bro. As you can see, they make it to where there's more, to be honest, I should even go on the big screen. As you can see, there's multiple places to cross in that, fam. You get me? So there's a place to cross there, place to cross there. When you're going over to that side, there's a place to cross right there. Then you keep on going up in that, bro. Once again, more traffic lights in that, fam. One on, more traffic lights. You see what I'm saying? So you can't drive too far and not see traffic lights in that, bro. Because at the end of the day, if those traffic lights weren't there, bro, the drivers would be going crazy in that. And that's exactly what's happened in Gambia. So not to say that money shouldn't go to better roads, but if you're going to build better roads, at least make sure that the system in place is good in that. And once again, more flipping traffic lights and that. You see what I'm trying to say? There's no problem with having a main road with 3 different lanes where drivers can just drive freely, but you have to have a system in place for the pedestrians and the bicycles and all of that type of stuff and that, fam. You get me? So it's kind of like a waste of, it's not necessarily a waste of money, because like I said, the roads have improved, but we lost a lot of lives as well. I remember being in Gambia and people telling me, yeah, someone else just died and a car just hit them, because it's like you have to, there's no way, the drivers are obviously not going to stop. So you kind of just have to wait there until there's like a clear path to crossing that, fam. And you don't want to rush it because literally you could die, fam, type of thing. You get me? So that's basically what he's saying, that money is going into places and that, fam. And it's like, people aren't really seeing the value of said things. You get me? Like, how are you going to put money into something and people start losing their lives? Like, it's supposed to improve things, not make things worse. You get me? So that's basically what he's saying again, once again, talking about the infrastructure and all of that type of stuff. So, yeah. And that's the other thing. I don't even know if Gambian drivers would even respect zebra crossings, bro. So a zebra crossing is basically, it's not necessarily traffic lights, but a zebra crossing, as a driver, if you see a person standing at the zebra crossing, no matter what, you're supposed to stop. You're not gonna fuck no Gambian driver, then you're following zebra crossing. Bro, they wanna go in, man. You know what I mean? That's the other thing. They basically said that our mothers, our grandmothers, our females literally grew up in this country, were born in this country and that, fam, and they weren't able to enjoy anything. They literally just worked and worked and worked and worked and worked and died within the struggle. You know what I mean? With no reap, not what do you call it? No reap to the reward. See, like if you don't get up, basically, we're gonna die in the struggle just like them. Crazy. Listen, man, how much yen there? Man, so many president deka ngay ñew di wax ne ma ngi def lu bon ci deka bi ni ak ni nele ak nele ngay wax ne dama wara dimbale ñi after nga start di feature so malam beje I won't take you serious. I can't take you serious. Like imagine that. Imagine even you as a parent, as an authoritative figure, as a leader, your child coming to talk to you about your dad. I don't like how you talk to me about this and this and this, and then you start dancing. Yo, you're not gonna take that person serious. You get what I'm trying to say? But it obviously works within music because it's obviously trying to deliver a message. So within music, it obviously makes sense in that, bro. But yeah, I'm just imagining like people actually go into parliament or speaking to certain high figures to try and make changes happen. And then they just started dancing and that. No music video though. That would be crazy, man. Them people are not taking you serious, bro. Flipping security would throw you out. You see? What did I say? And the security is literally starting to throw you Nyancho, suma boy, ñu ngi bëgg a romba nag, ñu ngi liggéey guys seen liggéey. But yeah, shout out to Nyancho though. This was a dope song. And it was definitely needed as well, especially in this time and what's been going on within the Gambia. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. It's your boy Njies. I'm out of here in a bit, people, man.